So the question today is a enlightened one or Gnani is beyond good and bad, beyond right and wrong. How will his life be if it is beyond good and bad, right and wrong? How a Jivan Mukta's life will be? So now here we have to understand the good and bad which we speak of, right and wrong we have to speak of. There's always a human perspective, our biases. What is right for me can be wrong for somebody. What is wrong for somebody can be right for me. What is good for somebody can be bad for somebody. So there is a human bias. Our own vasanas and samskaras will determine right and wrong, good and bad. So if Gnani who has risen above that, who is enlightened, what will happen to him? He lives in the total present moment. And he lives in the natural order called dharma, natural law. The natural law is called dharma. Please do not confuse dharma with the religion. Dharma is there is natural order in the universe. That natural order is called dharma. So dharma is often translated as religion. We are not speaking of religion. Dharma is there for all living beings and also non-living beings. There's a perfect order in the universe that we call as Sanatana Dharma or natural order. Whereas religions are man-made. There's a founder for religion. His biases will come into religion. There's a religion, equivalent of religion in Sanskrit is called mata. Mata means opinion. But dharma is universal. What is God made? It is universal to all living beings and non-living beings. The stars and planets move in certain way. They don't collapse. The seasons come and operate in certain way. The tiger, which is the predator, and deer, which is prey, live in certain way. The entire universe is covered by a natural order. That's called dharma. The principle derived from the natural order is called Sanatana Dharma. So these are not human-made. Whereas religions are all human-made. They may say they have divine origin, but ultimately it's human-made. They're called mata in Sanskrit. So dharma is different from mata. Dharma is universal. It applies to all living beings. So a Gnani, a perfect Gnani, he lives in tune with the natural order. He lives in the tune with dharma, free from biases of human beings, bias of right and wrong, good and bad. He lives in tune with the natural order, dharma. So dharma or natural order is also called Ishvara in Sanskrit, the Lord. The Bhagavan himself manifests as order in the universe. Bhagavan doesn't create order in the universe. Bhagavan appears as order in the universe. Ishvara appears as order in the universe. There's a cosmic order where stars and planets and galaxies move. There's a biological order, how our body functions. There's an environmental order, there's seasonal order, seasons function in a certain way. There's a natural order where all types of species live together. Predator and prey live in certain order. So there's an order in the universe. That order is called Ishvara. That order is called Dharma. A Gnani who has realized, Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. Sarvam Khalid Brahma, all this is Brahman. the entire universe is Brahman, is in tune with the natural order. That's where the Sanskrit has two words, Satyam and Rhythm. Satyam and Rhythm. Many times Satyam and Rhythm are translated as truth. Satyam refers to inner reality, Atma or Brahma, absolute reality, Sat. Rhythm, Satyam and Rhythm. Rhythm refers to the natural order in the universe, Dharma. The natural order which is there in the universe. So Jnani has read, I am Brahma, Aham Brahmasmi, Sarvam Khalida Brahma. All this is Brahman, means all this is Ishvara. Entire universe is operating based on the natural order, Dharma. So his life will be in tune with Dharma. That's why Jnani also has a Ritambara Pradna. The Satya means inner reality, Aham Brahmasmi. Ritam means Sarvam Khalida Brahma. All this is Brahman. Both are truths. One is absolute truth and other is relative truth. Satya means absolute truth, Aham Brahmasmi. Ritam is relative truth. All this is Brahman. But relative truth manifests as order in the universe. It's called natural order or dharma. And dharma is not just for human beings, all living beings and non-living beings. One example of dharma, all animals also follow dharma. A tiger, when it's hungry, it will eat a deer. But it will not touch another deer after it follows dharma. When there's a drought in the forest, when there's no water scarcity in the forest, all animals will decide to preserve the water. So when a deer comes to drink water, tiger will not attack it. They have a truce, a treaty. When the animal has a disease, it will not go to the doctor. It will do the fasting. So everywhere there's an order. There's a biological order. There's an order at subatomic level, cosmic level, and subatomic level. All this order together is called rhythm. So one who has realized Sarvam Khalida Brahma, he becomes Ritambara Pradna. That his Pradna or Viveka, awakened wisdom, is in tune with the universal order, Dharma. So such a Jnani is called, one who has Ritambara Pradna is called Rushi. The Rushi word comes from Ritambara Pradna. Ritam means natural order in the universe. That happens to only when you realize Sarvam Khalida Brahma. All this is Brahman. Relative reality is Brahman. So how such person's life will be? It will be free from human biases, human likes and dislikes, good and bad, but it will be full of dharma. It's called Ritambara Pradna. So when people listen to one part of the teaching, that Jnana is beyond good and bad, right and wrong, they start thinking, oh, we should be we should not care good and bad, right and wrong. No. Jnani has become Ritambara Pradna. Whatever he does is beneficial to the whole universe. The good and bad, right and wrong relates to personal benefit or benefit of my community or benefit of mine is involved in right and wrong and good and bad. But in Ritambara Pradna, the universal cosmic consciousness, which is in tune with the universal natural law, the benefit of the whole universe is there. Such a person is called Rishi. So a person who is enlightened has become free from the bias of right and wrong, good and bad, but he is in tune with the natural order. So the natural order or natural law or cosmic law or dharma, all of them mean same thing. It's called rhythm. That has a way of punishing, that's a way of reward and punishment also. It's not a person, individual. So if you do something good to others, there's a feeling of goodness generated within you. Because When you have to do something good to others, something internally has to happen. Seeding has to happen internally. That good seeds will multiply within you. Similarly, when you do harm to others, when you get angry with others, there's a seed of negativity sown in you that will multiply. If you see in nature, the operation of nature, if you see, you understand dharma in operation. If you put one seed somewhere, the seed will grow and create many, many fruits. The prakriti or nature, whatever you sow, it will help you to reap. That's called dharma. If you put a mango seed, mango tree will come and a lot of mangoes will come. Similarly, in dharma, if you do good to the society or the world, the good will happen to you. It will multiply. Similarly, when you do harm to others, the harm will multiply to you. So a Gnani understands this universal law, or he lives in intuitive universal law. Whatever he does is for Loka Kalyana. So Gnani is free from good and bad, right and wrong. Doesn't mean he is like a stone. He is a perfect living embodiment of truth. Jivan Mukta. One in tune with the universe. Any questions? Any questions for people on Zoom? Narshimurti, Purnima, Ashwini.
Hari Om, Prabhuji.
Hari Om.
Prabhuji, in simple terms, can we say prior to the mind projection, prior to the projection of the mind, I, me, and the world is same, is one. And post projection, I, me, and world separation is segregated out. So prior to the projection, if one stands in prior projection, and whatever he does it for himself. And post projection, that separation bhava arises. Is my understanding correct, Prabhuji?
See, a very simple way, you can look at the world as separate entities. That's because of mind.
Yes, yes.
Gnani lives with the understanding of oneness of the world.
Yes.
So that's where whatever he does is beneficial to the whole.
Yes.
It's not about right and wrong. It's not good and bad.
Yes.
What benefits the whole is the operation of Gnani.
Yes.
Okay. So many people think that Gnani is like a stone. He is gone beyond right and wrong. He is like a stone. In fact, he is a perfect living light of truth, living embodiment of truth.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Very good.
Yes, Purnima.
Same thing, Prabhuji. See, in the animal world, there is a predator, prey, and everything is all right. But even in humans, we have predator and prey.
Right.
Which falls under the category of adharma, isn't it? Right? Is that correct?
Yes, yes.
So that will be tackled by the Gnani. Or yes, the universal law.
Correct. Okay. So in animals, the predator and prey relationship is there, and they have a dynamic balance. They will not violate the dynamic balance. That's called dharma. If the dynamic balance is violated, either both predator and prey will die. In human life, there's a predator and prey, but human beings have much more power than an animal. So they can create a lot more damage. So to themselves, to the one environment, and to the world. So Gnani's purpose is to restore this balance which is created by human beings. Animals don't create an imbalance.
Yes, Prabhuji, got it.
Okay. So anybody else, any questions? Katyayani, Vasudha?
Questions ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಗುರುಜಿ, ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು.
Okay. So we'll go to next question. So, to give a perspective of a Gnani, Sri Krishna in Mahabharata, we see many times Sri Krishna not doing something ethical from our common man's perspective. From a common man's perspective, ethical is right and wrong. But for Sri Krishna's perspective, dharma is more than the right and wrong. Right and wrong is from human perspective, a legal perspective. So dharma is a higher perspective, a natural order of things. For example, Sri Krishna asks for a boon from Karna. Sri Krishna asks boon from Karna. So Kunti asks for a boon from Karna, that he should not hurt other children. Sri Krishna in Mahabharata wants Dronacharya to be killed. So for Dronacharya to be killed, Dronacharya Icha Marani. He cannot be killed unless he desires to die. So Sri Krishna wants to tell a lie from the mouth of Dharmaraja that Ashwattama Hatak Kunjaraha. Ashwattama, an elephant called Ashwattama is dead. To create illusion to Dronacharya that his son is killed. He knows, Dronacharya knows that son cannot be killed. Ashwattama cannot be killed. But when it comes from the mouth of Dharmaraja, Dronacharya loses inner strength, then he can be killed. So now Dharmaraya refuses to say Ashwattama is killed because he can't tell a lie. But when Sri Krishna tells Dharmaraya, tell a lie called Ashwattama Hatak Kunjaraha, elephant called Ashwattama is dead. So Krishna makes Dharmaraya to tell a lie. And Dharmaraya tells a lie. That time Sri Krishna blows the conch and it appears as though Ashwattama is dead. Son of Dronacharya is dead. Then Dronacharya loses his confidence and he is killed. Now what Sri Krishna did appears to be unethical. Wrong from the moral perspective. But Sri Krishna operates from a higher perspective, dharma. In the higher perspective, Dronacharya has to be killed because Dronacharya is a part of massive adharma which is happening in the society. So that's why the understanding of Dharmaraja, I should not tell a lie, is personal. But Sri Krishna, when he makes Dharmaraja to tell a lie, it's not from personal point of view at all, it's impersonal, cosmic point of view. It's a higher perspective. So a Gnani operates from that higher perspective. So Gnani's actions cannot be judged easily unless there's a higher wisdom to understand that. So Gnani's actions are for holistic, for the universe. Whereas when Kunti asked a boon not to kill Pandavas, it is not Karna not to kill other Pandavas. It was not cosmic, it is not universal, it's a personal favor. What Sri Krishna did is not a personal favor. There's no personal favor there. There's no benefit for Krishna. There's only cosmic good, the good for the whole country. So if there's any question, let me know. Others will go to next question.